We wanted to travel a mountain road all the way to its end, just to see the vistas we had heard so much about from other people. So today we're taking the Bronco deep into the backcountry, many miles of winding dirt and rock. We'll be climbing through forest and ridge, chasing the promise of wide open views where the mountains meet the sea. Join us, and let's see what waits at the end of the road. But stay tuned, because along the way, we'll take a side trip that leads us to some hidden mountain lakes tucked away in the backcountry. We're located in the southeast panhandle of Alaska. It's a temperate rainforest. We're located in the Alexander Archipelago on an island that's named Mitkoff. On the north end of this island is our hometown, Petersburg, Alaska. We'll hop in our Bronco and head south along Mitkoff Highway until we reach Woodpecker Cove Road. From there, the pavement ends and the adventure begins. We're going to take a road called Woodpecker Cove Road, and it's way back in here. We're going to do some off-road adventure today. As we wind our way back into the mountains, we'll first travel on a low elevation dirt road. Our first stop will be a bridge over a winding river that empties into the salt water. This is Blind Slough South. It's an estuary where fresh water meets the tides and where salmon return every year to begin their journey upstream on Omer Creek. As we continue along this low elevation road, the forest opens and we find ourselves approaching the salt water once again, this time greeted by a rolling, mysterious fog that drifts in from the sea. Now we begin our climb into mountainous terrain. The road here is broad and well built, surfaced with crushed rock that carries us steadily upward toward the high country. The road steadily narrows. It's clearly less traveled, evidenced by the strip of grass growing right down the middle of the road. We continue to climb and the road narrows. The terrain becomes much steeper on each side of the trail. Now we are starting to see glimpses of the vistas through the trees that we had heard so much about. This is the perfect place to pause and to set up the drone for a view of the surrounding country. Okay, I think that's Wrangell Narrows down there. I can see a green navigation sign. Wow, very nice. I think that's Duncan Canal over there. As we pan further, Sumner Strait comes into view. We travel onward, climbing higher up in the mountains. The road grows narrower and the landscape shifts. It's taking on the rugged character, more reminiscent of alpine terrain. The views just keep getting better as the road turns more rugged. Valleys, mountains, and vast forests surround us, filling us with a true sense of awe in the beauty of nature. We're now approaching the end of the road, just a mile or so left to drive. And there it is, the road's end, opening to the wide silence of the mountains. It's time to pause, breathe it all in, and share a simple snack with a view that feels anything but ordinary. There's a muskeg pond over here. Darcy and Yukon wander off to stretch their legs and take in the views. A quick snack is enjoyed by all before the journey back begins. having lunch. Before we head out, we take one more look around, beginning with the sweeping vista of Duncan Canal. Off in the distance, Crystal Mountain still holds pockets of snow. Its meltwater spilling down the far side to power the hydro station and provide the cold, clear flows that sustain the salmon hatchery down below in the valley. Unfortunately, it's now time to retrace our steps. But on the way down the mountain, we take a side trip to a chain of high mountain lakes. To our surprise, the return journey reveals new perspectives, fresh angles of valleys, ridges, and forests that showcase the wilderness in a whole new light. Along the way, we happen upon a black-tailed deer, calm and unhurried, not overly skittish today as it grazes in the quiet of the mountain road. So the theme of this Now, we turn off the main mountain road onto a lesser traveled trail, winding our way toward hidden mountain lakes and new vistas that open out over the salt water. We pass an old rock pit and eventually a side spur. And soon, the trail begins to close in, narrow, overgrown with brush, and rough under the tires. But pressing on pays off as the first mountain lake finally comes into view. To see the full beauty of this remote place, we lift the drone into the sky. From above, the perspective changes. The chain of mountain lakes stretches out below us, their still surfaces mirroring the clouds and the peaks. Beyond the ridges, the view opens up wide to the salt water, where channels and islands scatter toward the horizon. It's a sweeping panorama that ties the mountains to the sea, reminding us just how wild and vast this landscape truly is. Our journey comes to an end, but the memories linger. We began in a lowland forest. We traveled past rivers and saltwater and climbed roads that grew narrow and wild. We stood at bridges, wandered through the fog, and pressed on until the mountain lakes opened up before us. Quiet, still, and timeless. Each moment carries its own reward, the surprise of a black-tailed deer, the sweep of distant valleys, the hush of alpine meadows. The wilderness gave us more than sights. It gave us stillness, awe, and a sense of renewal. Rachel Carson captured it perfectly. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. Today in these mountains, we found that strength, and we carry it forward with us as we go.